In 2016, a Reddit user named Daryl Pratt posted in the legal advice subreddit under the unsettling title, "If someone banned me on Facebook and I make another account and pretend to be someone else, can I get in trouble?" In the post, he explained how he had been following a minor YouTube celebrity across multiple platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, for over a year, occasionally leaving nice comments on their feed. Then, without warning, she blocked him. He described her as the best thing in his life, seemingly oblivious to how disturbingly obsessive and invasive his behavior had become. The thread's replies were swift and harsh. Many accused him of stalking and urged him to seek immediate psychiatric help. One commentator bluntly warned, "Looking at your post history, you're potentially a very dangerous individual. She did the right thing by blocking you." When I tried to dig deeper, I found his account had been suspended, wiping away all direct access to his post history. But other users recalled seeing his activity elsewhere on Reddit, often under equally troubling titles, such as, "I'm 18 male and need help getting a 26 female on the internet to like me. Please help, I'm desperate." It's unclear whether Daryl Pratt was ever reported to authorities, confronted by the woman he was fixated on, or if something else caused his sudden disappearance from the internet. All that remains are second-hand accounts of his increasingly erratic behavior, and the uneasy thought that somewhere offline his obsession may have continued. This next chilling thread first surfaced on Reddit, posted under the unsettling title, "I think someone is following me." The author showed a photograph of a strange device they claimed to have discovered under their car, a small box-like object, vaguely resembling an explosive, attached with a powerful magnet. In the post they explained, "I noticed one of my shocks was making a lot of noise and my car was riding rough, so I figured it had blown. When I crawled underneath, I found this. I can only assume it's a GPS tracker. Now, what should I do?" The comments quickly filled with speculation. Some noted a micro USB port visible on the device, questioning its purpose. Others pointed out the presence of a SIM card, suggesting it might transmit location data over a cellular network, though who might be receiving that data was anyone's guess. One commentator even shared an unnerving personal experience. "I found one on my car several years ago. Looked just like that. Turned out my employer was suspicious of someone and secretly put them on all our personal vehicles. It kind of freaked me out. I called the police, they took it, but nothing ever came of it. I never went back to that job." Another user offered a more mundane explanation on the device. "It's a standard GPS tracker anyone can buy online. The battery pack lasts up to 30 days. My guess is either someone's tracking you now or it's left over from a previous owner. Not something the government would use, just an off-the-shelf unit." Despite my efforts to identify the exact make and the model of the device, or even determine where one could purchase it, I came up empty-handed. This may be due to the thread being over a decade old, with the possibility that such devices are now obsolete. All the links shared in the discussion, which once might have proved valuable information, are now broken and none of the links are working anymore. Adding to the mystery, the original poster, the only direct source, vanished from Reddit shortly after making the post. They had been actively replying to comments until they abruptly stopped. Today, their account appears as suspended, cutting off any chance of learning who they were or uncovering more about the case. Some believe the post was an elaborate hoax designed to stir curiosity and farm internet points. Others suspect something more sinister, that the poster's sudden disappearance might mean they were confronted by whoever had planted the device, perhaps with intentions worse than surveillance. With no definitive proof either way, the story remains unresolved. One more digital mystery swallowed by the internet. The Hole is the Church of Scientology's infamous prison compound, a place shrouded in the organization's darkest rumors, ranging from beatings and starvation to intense psychological control. It became the focus of major media coverage and legal scrutiny in 2009, when several high-ranking former Scientology executives came forward with chilling allegations about what went on inside. In one Reddit thread, a user named CB Wisdom recognized the bladed fence shown in the posted photo, claiming it was his hometown. He wasn't intimidated. If anything, he boasted, "Give me the address and I'll GoPro the shit out of this place," he wrote. Hours later, he made good on his promise, posting a photo of himself climbing over that very fence. He hinted at more to come, an unprecedented first-hand look at what lay inside the compound. But the updates never came. Within half an hour, the original post had been edited into a bland apology. "I apologize if I have offended any specific community. Trespassing is never funny, nor should it be considered a hobby." Soon after, every mention he had ever made of Scientology vanished from his account. Whether deleted by him or removed through other means remains uncertain. Whether it was an elaborate stunt or the result of something far more sinister, no one can say for sure. What is certain is that CB Wisdom made it over the fence. Whatever he saw inside, and whatever photos he might have taken, never surfaced. The original post disappeared years ago, erased along with every trace of that day. Since then, CB Wisdom's account has remained silent, inactive for nearly 5 years. And with it, the truth of what happened beyond that fence seems destined to stay buried. On November 4th, 2014, an anonymous user on 4chan made a post that would quickly shift from unsettling to horrifying. It began with a single sentence. "Turns out it's way harder to strangle someone to death than it looks in the movies." At first, many dismissed it as another one of internet's dark, tasteless jokes. Sarcastic replies and offhand remarks filled the thread, with many not taking what the OP had posted seriously. But then, more images appeared. The tone of the post slowly began to change. What seemed like shock humor at first started to feel disturbingly real. Eventually, the user wrote one final message. "Check the news for Port Orchard, Washington in a few hours. Her son will be home from school soon. He'll find her and call the cops. I just wanted to share pics before they find me. I bought a BB gun that looks realistic enough. When they come, I'll pull it and it will be suicide by cop. I understand the doubts. Just check the fucking news. I have to lose my phone now." Not long after, the Kitsap's son reported that police were investigating the death of a woman in her Port Orchard home, discovered by her 13-year-old son after he returned from school. The next day, police arrested 33-year-old David Kalak. He surrendered after leading officers on a high-speed chase, ending when he swerved into oncoming traffic. On May 16, 2017, David Kalak was sentenced to 82 years in prison after being convicted of first-degree murder for strangling his ex-girlfriend, Amber Copeland, and posting graphic images of her online. During the trial, David did not dispute that he had murdered her. Instead, he claimed he was battling severe alcoholism and had no memory of the events leading up to or following the murder. Now often referred to as the 4chan killer, David will spend the rest of his life behind bars.